Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop. I have been getting so many comments and questions, and I had to do something and show this thing. What I'm talking about is my new Black Widow lift table. It's for motorcycles, ATVs, snowmobiles, whatever you want to get up on here that weighs 1,500 pounds or less. And this is the air hydraulic pump. You'd think they'd say pneumatic hydraulic pump, but most people wouldn't even know what you were talking about. I've seen some models of this. This is sold by Discount Ramps. And I will put their website in the box below. I believe it's just discountramps.com. They sell all kinds of stuff for trucks, cars, lifts, all different kind of lifts. I like this one the best because you can see it's got a solid frame going all the way around it, and the rollers roll inside of this piece of channel iron. The rollers do not roll on the concrete floor, which eventually is going to wear a groove in your floor, and that's not going to be very good on the rollers. So I went with this one. 540-pound lift. It was fun getting it in here. Maybe in another video I'll explain that. Right now I want to show you this lift. It is 49 inches wide, and it is 79 inches long, not counting the ramp. It comes with a vise or a clamp for the motorcycle front tires. Now this is adjustable. It's got a series of holes in it, and it's adjustable. You can move it back closer to the center by 5 inches. I'm not going to be using this all the time, so I'm not going to have it on there. When I need it on there, I'll bolt it on. But for right now, I just want a flat work surface to work on machines. It goes down to 8 inches off the floor, and the ramp is not that steep that you can't just drive up it or push something up it. It says you can leave the ramp on it while you lift it, but the ramp hangs at a pretty funny angle, and I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to remove it when I get the unit I want to work on the table. Now over there you can see the pump. That's drawing of the pump. This is an air activated pump. Some of these tables they sell come with a handle, and you have to manually pump it up. Some have a foot pedal, and you have to pump it with your foot. This one is pumped by a pneumatic pump inside that unit, and that's what lifts the table. You do need an air compressor, but you don't need one that big. It works and it goes up pretty easy. I'll lift it up to the top. It might be a little noisy. Now you have to step on this and hold it down. To make it go down, you can just push it and it'll go down all on its own. Now down where them 6 bolts are, you can see the heads. That's a steel plate about 1/4 of an inch thick. And that's what rides on a set of notches, I guess you'd call it, that holds the table up. When you get it in the up position, you want to release the safety. There's a lever over here, and you want to relieve the pressure off the hydraulics. You don't want the hydraulics holding the table up, because all that's going to do is wear out the seal on the ram. There's a panel back here that's removable. So if you get a motorcycle in here, you can clamp the front tire. They recommend putting straps on them, and there's holes in here. There's 3 sets of holes to put an eye bolt in and a ratchet strap. You can jack the back of the frame of the bike up, and you can drop the tire off, or you can spin it around, you can drop the front tire off. I thought that might be handy if the machine I'm working on has a noise or a problem on the drivetrain, where I can start it up, lift the tires off, and I can remove this plate and watch the drivetrain while it's running. But basically, that's it. It's going to be a great addition to my shop, because this side is going to be working on machines. That side of the shop is going to be woodworking. Now, I've got about 3 more months to work. This is February, what is it? February 23rd. About the middle of May, I hope to be retired, and we're going to be doing a lot more stuff out here in the shop. I talked to a place, and I won't mention names. They repair machines, about like I do. And I went and talked to the owner, and I said, look, I need some new blood in my shop. I've done about everything I can do to a snapper. And I do have a Craftsman riding lawn tractor coming as soon as I go pick it up, of course. And I talked to him about giving me some machines to fix. I said, I just need something to work on. I said, what do you charge an hour to work on machines? $79.95. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll pick the machines up, I'll fix them, you buy the parts, I'll return them for half of what you're charging the customer, and you won't have to do any work. So I could see the wheels turning in this gentleman, and he says, let me call you towards the end of the week and we'll try to line some stuff up. I said, I'd love to get into John Deere tractors. There's a lot of guys out there restoring them and working on them. I didn't see any. And he's got machines piled everywhere, mostly outside. I said, let's work on the snow blowers and get them things back, because most of them just need a belt. I said, let's work something out. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some stuff to work on, and it won't be snappers. I hope. I think. I don't know. But this is the table, and it's one of them things where once you buy it and you have it, you kind of say, how did I ever get along without that? Kneeling on the floor, laying on the floor, I'm all done with that. And it's in the perfect location. I'm starting to put up some of my stuff. I put some shelves up here for the fixtures and tools that I've made to work on bearings and snappers. Got my impacts hanging there and all my impact sockets. I didn't have room Went out and bought some. I got some for Christmas presents this year. The box is full. I can't get any more tools in it. So I gotta start hanging them on the wall, I guess. So that's it. I just wanted to show this. A lot of guys were asking about it. They wanted to see what it looked like. I'll put the information down below on the name of the company and the model number of this particular table. And you can see what I was talking about the entire rectangular frame that's under there. It has leveling feet in the front in case it's not quite level. The only thing I wish they would have done is put them same levelers on the back corners in case it wasn't level from side to side. Them two are to level it from front to back. But hey, I guess they can't think of everything. Maybe a little user input is what they need. But this set's actually extremely nice on the floor without even using the levelers. So that is that worked out. The only thing I would like to do, and I'm still thinking about it, is the plate in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that very good. Maybe if I throw my flashlight on it. You can see this metal plate. It looks like it's about 6 inches wide. If I make a new plate and add 1 inch to the width of that plate, it'll allow the table to go up 2 inches higher. So I think tomorrow I'm going to run down to Beacon Steel, or Harbor Steel, sorry. Beacon Steel is where I get rid of my scrap, and buy a piece, have them shear me off a piece of steel 1 inch wider than this, and I'll lay it out and take it to work and drill it, get it powder coated so it matches, and bolt it on there. Right now I've got a frame that I made for my trailer that I'm getting powder coated that fits on the front to put my winch on, so I can drag machines up on my trailer without trying to physically push them on. My trailer is a tilt bed, and when it's tilted, it's pretty steep. Sometimes I wish I would have bought one with a ramp on the back, but then you got that thing sticking up in the air while you're going down the road. So that's it. I hope you, if you have any ideas about getting one of these, like I said, go online. They have all different kind of models. They have some that, this is basically 4 feet wide. They have some that the table is 2 foot wide with 2 1 foot, what would you call them? Wings, I guess, that go on the sides. But how they mount is through the center table, you put a pipe through there in the front and the back. And the wings slide on them pipes. And to me, they just looked a little rocky. I want something that's one piece, totally welded, and this is an extremely well built piece of equipment. I really like it. So in a year from now, if I can remember, I'll try to do a video on how it's holding up. There is a video online about this same table, and the guy said he's having a little trouble with his ram leaking around the seal. But I don't know if he always uses his safety. If you're trying to hold that table up, which you get another 2 inches, if you just extend it with the ram or the cylinder and leave it, it's another 2 inches higher. And you can flop down the safety plate, so if it does start to go down, that'll catch and stop it. But that's extremely hard on the seal on the front of the cylinder to hold all that pressure permanently. They're not really made for that. So we'll see how it works out. If you got any questions or comments, send me an email. If you put it in the description below, for some reason I can't always answer those. It goes to a different email that I'm using that I set us all up with. It was JNR Woodworking 2, and I can't always return your comments or questions. Maybe it's my phone. I know that thing has given me a lot of trouble lately, and I'm about ready to drop it on the floor and get a new one. So until next time, work safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.